Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is the Seize the Day collaboration. Everyone that's participating will be in the description box below. It's our last Seize the Day creation, and it is the sun. Before we get into this video, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone that participated. They signed up and didn't go all the way through. I appreciate your participation, however you participated, so much. So it's greatly appreciated. And I want to say thank you all for watching all the creations from everyone, if you got a chance to do that. It has truly been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what the next collaboration is. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I thought I would take you along where I want to, what I want to do. I want to make 2 cards, so we're going to just go through this really, not quick, but fun. We're going to have some fun. So I'm going to take this piece of paper and we're going to do some distressing. All right, so we're going to take out this cut grass. We're going to start at the bottom. So, the Seize the Day, just don't want to work. Oh, it's going to be great. I dropped something. It's going to be great. The ink don't want to come off properly. Anyway, the Seize the Day collaboration is about seizing a day, and it's a pun on words, right? A play on words. I like punny stuff, as you all probably have noticed that, because I think in life we're so serious all the time that we need to not take ourselves so serious all the time. I remember when the big room and I were just friends, and he had did something, and I was like, oh my goodness, why are you like that? Those weren't the exact words, I'm sure of it. He was like, why are you always so serious? And I was like, somebody has to be, is what I told him. When I think about it, as an adult, we already got enough stress going on. We don't need to be that serious, right? Like, we don't need to be that serious. Life is already going to come and knock us upside our heads. So we don't need to be that serious. Now I'm going to take some antique linen. Hopefully. These colors look a little bit on the dried out side. So hopefully they're not too dried out. I've been using them, just not fast. And I think that's one of the things that I don't really need. In my head, I don't need to get all of the ink sets and stuff like that, because I only gravitate to like a few colors. So maybe I should start using different colors. But for the most part, I just tend to like a few colors. Like, I like the vintage photo. I think a lot of people enjoy vintage photo. Because you can do so much with it, right? And then I use all the blues at different times. So now I'm just going to go on the edge a little bit, just like that. And as you can see, I'm not creating, you can't see nothing, but as you can see now, I'm not creating a solid line. I am blending it in, because this, I've been making a lot of scenes lately, and I don't want this to be like a sceney card. I want it to be a scene card, one scene that expresses the sentiment of, the summer is over. Summer is over. We're getting ready to approach fall, and the leaves are changing colors, and people are going to school. People are starting new jobs. Can you imagine your first day as a teacher or professor, or you just replaced someone who has retired, and now they're getting ready to go to the beach. They're going to be living on a tropical island for forever, and you're just starting off. All right, so we're using brush corduroy, and I wanted to give this a little bit deeper brown, so that's why I chose the brush corduroy. And in my opinion, we should not see the colors end and begin, and we're doing okay with that. So now I'm going to screw this up, just so you know. I'm going to take a I want a blue. Yeah, this is a good blue. The sky blue. I pulled the sky blue out because it's grayer than blue. And we don't really want a pretty like blue. Even though, you know, that's my color. I want it to be a little bit more dirty looking. Darker, duskier. Right? Alright, so here we go. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time on this one because I want it to blend in very well, and I want it to kind of run into some of this brown some because this is the water. There we go. Yeah, that looks great in my opinion. I'm biased. I am biased. And now I'm going to take this wild honey. It's starting to rain where I live. Let's see. Yeah. So wild honey. It's looking yellow, which is fine. I watched a video. You know, like if you have Facebook account, you know, like if you go through the Facebook account, you'll see, not your Facebook account, but if you're scrolling, like I'm in a million gazillion groups, Facebook groups. So it shows you, you know, people work or whatever. And it's a person, I think it's a guy, I'm not sure. And the reason why I'm not sure, because I don't look at the name and I don't listen to what they say. I usually have the sound off. So, you know, they just show their hands, and their hands, I think it's a guy. We'll just leave it at that. And they have a lot of trees and things like the tree stamps, and they create a beautiful landscape. And I saw that video last year, 2019, and I've always, you know, whenever I see other people's work, I usually get some sort of inspiration of what I want to do, what I want to try. And I was like, oh, I need to go out and buy a whole bunch of tree stamps, a whole bunch of rocks and rivers. And I'm like, no, that's not your thing. So I'm using this sponge. I don't like the sponges so much that I'm realizing that now. So, yeah, I just don't like the sponges. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm just getting a good run in. And I'm going to rub this off. I'm just going to turn it here. Yeah, this color don't want to. All right, so I'm going to use this squeezed orange versus the other one. I don't want to cause myself to be all stressed out over that. No need. No need. I think I had some kind of dirt or something, like a darker stamp color on that brush. So it seems like it wanted to, see right here, you can see it's like a little bit darker than it should be. But we're going to fix all of that, I think, if I can. All right, so hopefully this looks like something. So in case it doesn't, I'll show you. This is the grass. Like say if you go to the beach, right? You see grass, sand, water, and the sun is getting ready to set. So now what I'm going to use this stamp set right here from Close to My Heart. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this here. And we're going to probably put the sun up. I want to use a different sun, so we got to see. Okay. Now looking at the picture that they have, this is going to be all solid, which I don't really care too much for a true solid stamp like that. I prefer a little bit less of a solid stamp. So I need to decide if I want to use all black or not. And I think I'm going to pull out the gray. Well, I think I'm going to go with the black. If it works out, we'll see. move this out the way. It is so sticky. I don't know if close to my heart is. It feels acrylic-y. I mean, photopolymer. So I may have to adjust. Yep, let me just fix. All right, so I just put some of this embossing ink, and then I put regular ink on top of it, and this is how it's looking, and I am okay with that. I wanted this to be off the paper, so I'm definitely okay with that. And if you're looking at the horizon, you know, I made this card something similar to this for last month, I think. Was it last month or this month? What day are we at? Just on the 5th. The house mouse card. I made something similar to, no, the lovely ladies, you know, I made like a I can't speak apparently, but I made like a layer, and you can look and see past it even though it's up close. So yeah, anywho. Now, what I think I want to do, I want to take a sun. I took just a circle dot and colored it yellow. I want to put it there, right? But I also like this little stamp that says sun, 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 sun. But do we really need that to be that obvious? Maybe? Because it is sun, right? That is the theme of this month. Sun. So let's see. Let's go ahead and glue this down, I suppose. I mean, this card is pretty effortless for the most part. So if it comes out not so great, you can always adjust it. But I did want to do something different. Like, I've blended before, but nothing like this. Like, I don't want to color anything. Like, I want it to be all there. You know, sometimes not all of us have every piece of equipment or tools that others have. I just cut a sliver, I guess you could say, off. Because I want this person to be like off in a distance. I don't want them to be, it's not even about them, right? It's not even about that person. It's about the sun. So if we put this picture right here, I mean, I guess we could try it. If it comes out crappy, we won't keep it. You know, I think I'm going to actually leave it like that. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Because just putting this sun, sun, sun around it, let's just look at it. I mean, what does that really do for us? I don't think it does anything at all. I don't think we need that. Like, I think that's not needed. So I'm going to take one of the card bases that's 5x7 that's kind of off and messed up, and just cut it down to be the appropriate size for an A2 size card. So that's what we're going to do now. Here we go. It's raining outside, and I think we're going to just we're going to dig in our scraps and get a scrap layering piece and layer it up real quick. I think I have some pieces that will go under here. I mean, it's sea themed, right? So we just need to see. So I found this piece, and I'm sure it's supposed to be for a 5x7 card of some sort, but we're going to just go ahead and layer it up so it'll be like this, just like that. All right, so I'm going to use some Aleene's glue, only because I feel like, you know, we'll just use this Collage glue. I may have to do some sliding around on the card, so it's just like this, just like that. So we'll see. Next week's the big week. School starts here in where I live. And I'm not even sure I know how to process that, honestly. Am I excited? I don't know. Like, I wish I could talk to my mom right now and ask her how she felt sending me off to school. But I can't because she's not here. Or even if I could ask my aunt, like, you remember my first day of school? Like, I don't even remember my first day of elementary school. Do I remember certain days in elementary school? Yes, I do. I remember falling, having some disco pants on, some shiny solid gold disco pants, and slipping off the monkey bars and falling face forward into a bunch of mud and crying. And this fat kid laughing at me, making me feel like crap. I don't know if he was laughing at the outfit or that I was so muddy. And I go to the bathroom and try to wipe the mud off, and the teacher's like, no, don't wipe the mud off, you know, like, because it'll only smear it. And I think I've told you all this story before, and I remember going home to my mom saying, I don't ever want to wear that outfit again in school. The kids laughed at me. Luckily, my son wears a uniform, so he ain't got to worry about mommy dressing him in embarrassing clothes. And I honestly am excited about that because I don't feel like attempting to compete with the people at the school. Like, the only thing he needs to compete is academically with himself, right? I don't want to have to be like, oh, little Sean is wearing blah, 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 blah. I want to run out and get that for him, because I wouldn't. And my son would be like, you know, I don't have the latest and greatest. Like, their shoes have to be all black, which is hard to find. Black shoes and black sole shoes. I found a few pair. I sent a picture to the big roommate. He was like, no ma'am, like those were ugly. I'm like, dude, you going to school, uniform, and black shoes are required. So that's gonna be an issue because I got a feeling my son's gonna go through shoes really quickly. But anyway, this is our card, and I really want to put the beach theme here, but I also think that I have a relaxed sentiment somewhere that I could add on here. Let's see, like this one, live clear carefree, because this is definitely a carefree card, right? So anyway, I want to say thank you all so very much for following along this year-long collaboration. I've enjoyed every bit of it. Do I know where the other cards that I made for the collaboration are? Not at all. Nope. I'm not that good of a person that keeps all that stuff nice and neat. I like to get a little out there sometimes. So anyway, I want to say thank you for watching. Please check in the description box and see what the other people in the collaboration have created. Until next time, happy crafting.